Hello, I'm Vaishali Kohli and you're watching NewsX. Now, Supreme Court directs all states and union territories, National Highway Authority and civic bodies to remove stray cattle from national highways, state highways and roads. Supreme Court directs states and union territories to form highway patrol team to catch stray cattle from roads and put them in shelter homes where they will be taken care of. Citing the rise in dog bite incidents, the court directs all state governments and union territories within 2 weeks to identify government institutions, including district hospitals, public sports complexes and railway stations, and ensure these premises are adequately fenced to prevent the entry of stray dogs. The task must be completed within 8 weeks. The court directs that every stray canine found in such premises is to be removed, sterilized and relocated to shelters without being released in the same area. Justice Mehta noted that allowing their return would defeat the very purpose of the exercise. The amicus report was included in the order, warning of strict action for negligence. I have our guest Maneka Gandhi, former Union Minister and environmentalist, joining me. Now, Ms. Gandhi, your opening comments on this, please.
You know, we thought the Justice Pardiwala judgment was not sensible. But this is even worse than that because of two things. One is that you have now ordered railway stations, bus stops, schools, hospitals and stadia to remove their dogs. This will be a total of about 35 to 40 lakh dogs. There is no place to keep them. Justice Pardiwala ordered them to be put into shelters. This 3-bench judge has also said put it into shelters. Which shelters? That's the question we asked earlier. And that's the question we're asking now. No municipality has a shelter, not even Delhi. In order to place 5,000, 6,000 dogs even into a shelter, you will have to have 50 shelters, not one. You have to have people to look after the shelters. You have to have catching staff. You have to have doctors on duty. We don't have any of that. The second thing is, it's gone completely against the UGC order. 3 months ago, the UGC gave an order that all colleges and universities should have an animal welfare society. And the purpose of the animal welfare society would be to look after the animals in the campus. Subsequently, thousands of colleges have made them. Now you are saying throw them all out. Now JNU and IIT both protested in court saying that we have 300, 400 dogs. We look after them beautifully. There is no bite problem. So you want us now to take 400 dogs out of JNU's 100 acres and throw them onto the road. This judgment is one of those Marie Antoinette off with her head type judgments, Alice in Wonderland, where you just simply shift the problem. You are going to take dogs out of hospitals, stadia, schools, colleges and throw them onto the road. There they will bite every passerby because now they are homeless, foodless, hungry and angry. They will keep trying to get back into the hospital. And so the whole day there will be a danda match between the guards and the dogs. You have ordered walls to be made in bus stops. Does this make sense? You have a little bus stop on the side of the road. You want a 5-foot wall because anything less, the dog will come and sit there. Dogs use these places during the rains because you have nowhere to keep them. You have no trees left. So they come and they sit in covered areas. So now you want to take that covered area and put a wall around it. Where will the wall go? You have 1 crore bus stops in India. Are you going to put 1 crore walls around the bus stop so that you can't see the bus? The bus stop itself encroaches the road because of the wall. Doesn't make any sense. You are saying put it at railway stations. Railway stations where passengers come and go in the thousands every day. You have to have gates then, even after you make the walls. So wherever the humans come in, the dogs will come in with them. If not, they will walk around the railway track and then jump onto the station. So how are you going to do all this? This is one of those chumantar kali kantar type judgments in which you just wish away the problem. It can't be done. I would have expected that the government gave a reasoned order in which they say, till today, the government of India has not put 1 rupee into sterilization, not 1 rupee into training NGOs, not 1 rupee into making ABC centers. And yet you expect 1.3 crore dogs to vanish just by putting them from here to here. Can you pick up 1 crore, 30 lakh dogs and put them on the road? For what reason? You can't put them into shelters because you don't have any. So a reasoned judgment would have said there are 700 districts. Within 2 months, every state has to build an ABC center in every district to begin with. 2, 700 NGOs have to be trained by the government at veterinary colleges like Gadvasu or Madras Veterinary College. They have to be trained, and then they can go and do the ABC in each place. Lucknow has made a very good training center for any NGOs. Now it is for the government to say every NGO from Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh should go there. You don't have any NGOs, so you have a mafia system where anybody who pays the health officer can be given a contract where they overcharge, kill all the dogs and re-release them, relocate them. So you have now created a judgment which allows 30 lakh dogs to be relocated, but you have not dealt with the problem. Let me give you the scope of the problem. In All India Medical Institute, every patient who comes has 10 people with him. He goes to the doctor, 10 people sit outside on the lawn and they feed dogs and they feed monkeys because they bring parathas and to keep the day going. You have not banned food being distributed at hospitals. You have not created a sterile system inside the hospital, and yet you're now going to take dogs and throw them out. Do you think those dogs will stay out? Every day they will come in. Every day there will be a fight between the guards, the people, the dogs. They will bite the patients going in and bite the people coming out. Why? Because they're on the road. So you've simply created, you have made India dangerous for young people, for children and for old people. This is something that has achieved exactly the opposite of what it was meant to do. Isse acha कि you tell the government of India to put in 10,000 crores to begin with, make ABC centers, train the teams, give it 2 years. In 2 years, from 1 crore 30 lakh dogs, you and I want the same thing. We want to bring the number of dogs down to 50 lakhs or less. You need to stop the pet shops because that's where 90% of your bites are coming from. But you haven't done that in spite of passing the orders in 2018 to close them down. So nothing has been done for a long-term solution. Simply these judgments come out, which, as I said, chumantar kalikantar, they show a complete lack of understanding for both the problem and the solution.
Mrs.
What is
Gandhi.
needed is simply creating the infrastructure as was created for polio.
Mrs. Gandhi, my question to you is that even, nobody's supporting animal cruelty here. But what about those attacks? What about children being mauled? These are all unprovoked attacks that have already happened even before this order was passed. So my question is simple. While animal life is important, is human life also equally important?
It's not a question of animal life. Beti, it's not a question of animal life being important or human life. The point is, where is the solution to it? You're talking about unprovoked attacks on children. I am saying now you have created a judgment which will increase the unprovoked attacks by over 100%. If in the next 2 weeks the bite rate does not go up by 100%, I will change my name. Because you have taken animals out of safe, fed, looked after areas and you have ordered them to be thrown on the road. If 30 lakh animals come out of hospitals, schools, stadia, railway stations onto the road, who will they attack? They will attack the weak, the vulnerable. So have you created a solution, PT? That's what I'm asking. The solution would be to have less of them. And you can only have less of them if you sterilize them. Not if you relocate them. Where are you relocating them? To the road. To the road. So if they're on the road, BT, how will they not attack? Let's just suppose this little house I live in. I throw my dog out onto the road. That dog is going to bite my neighbors. She has never bitten anyone before, but now she's on the road. She doesn't know what to do. So she will bite somebody. The same thing is going to happen. Now, if this was such a good order, why have two big universities, Delhi University and Nalsar, both of them are intervening to revoke this order? Why have over 100 schools in less than a half an hour after the judgment signed that we will not remove our animals? Then what will you do? Give orders that can be followed. You have not asked for money, you have not asked for sterilization, you have not created shelters, you have not given orders to give a lasting solution. We want the same thing as you. We want less dogs and we want less bites. But this order will not only double the dogs, because all those dogs will come out and now breed, mate, because you have not made the ABC centers. So how will you sterilize them? In Delhi, you may do that. In Araria, you just throw the dogs out of schools and do what? In Dakshin Dinajpur, I know one school which has got 20 dogs looked after by the staff. Throw them out on the road. There's no ABC in West Bengal, not even in Calcutta. So what will the dogs do? They'll come out and bite.
All right, Mrs.
Where
Gandhi.
is the solution in this order, BT? It's just relocation.